Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tomas Ramirez from Positive Gains Training, located in Allen Park, Michigan, and we're officially live. So, my question of the day for you today is how is your flexibility? Today's supposed to be Flex Friday. Everybody's supposed to be flexing, right? Showing their bods off, right? Getting ready for the summertime. But how's your flexibility? Can you touch your toes without bending your knees? Can you reach behind your back? You know, how's your flexibility? So today what I want to show you guys is 5 stretches you can do at work, especially if you have a sit down job. So my sit down people, what I find very common with them is very tight shoulders, right? Because we're typing. Okay, so if you look at my posture, got rounded shoulders, tight neck as well, comes with that, but also very tight hips because we're sitting. So our hip flexors are in this position all day. Right. So we're sitting while we're at work. We go in our car and guess what we're doing there? We're sitting there too. And then we get home and guess what we're doing there? We're sitting there too. And then we wonder why our lower back hurts, why our hamstrings are tight, why our hip flexors are tight. So I'm going to show you some simple exercise that you can do at work or any place that you're at. Okay. Highly recommend them. So our first one we're going to do is the piriformis. So if you don't have time to do a quick little warm up, I don't recommend stretching cold turkey. But again, we're at work, we're crunched for time, we're just trying to do something. You can even do this while you're working. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit in your chair. If you have one, I'll bring this down so you guys can see me a little bit more. So you're going to sit in your chair. You're going to cross one leg over. Okay, so we're going to stretch what's called our piriformis all on the side here. You're going to sit up nice and tall. So if you're slouched over like this, maybe even it's just hard for you to just get into the posture. For me, I struggle with tight hips. Let me just be 100% transparent with you guys. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You can tell if this leg is tight because if your leg's all the way up here, right here, resting, you know you're tight. Okay, your leg should be basically 90 degrees. It should be flush with this other knee over here. So I have tight hips. This is about as far as I can get my leg resting without actually forcing it. So we're sit up tall, shoulders back, chest up. I'm going to put this knee down. Okay, like I'm pushing it towards the floor. Like I said, you should feel a good stretch throughout the hips. This is called your piriformis. Okay, so we're stretching out the hips right here. As long as you got, so if you got like a couple minutes, maybe just do 30 seconds, switch over, do 30 seconds. Now you should find that the more you do this, it should get easier. If it does get easier, the next step then is do the same exact thing, sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward. You're going to take this bottom leg, you're going to come onto your tippy toes, and you're going to push down. So that just, again, gives you more opportunity to create more space and to get you more depth in your push down. So again, start out with like 20 seconds, however long you got. Maybe you're just chilling there at work and you're just typing. Cross that leg, you're at a meeting, sit like this, and just type. Everybody's like, what are you doing, Sam? Why are you sitting like that? You're like, well, I'm stretching because Tomas told me to. Okay, so switch and do the other side, obviously. So that's number one. Number two, we're going to take it to a wall stretch. So find the wall. What you are going to do, you should look something like this. I'm going to show you guys from the side view. You're going to put your hands onto the wall. You're just going to lean into it. Okay, it'd be better if you have like a higher desk or something that you can put your palms into. So like push down onto it. Here, I'm just going to move you guys. So move you over here. All right, so you put your hands onto the wall. Okay, you're just going to press down into it. When you use your hands, you're going to put your weight into your hands, and you're just going to press down. You should feel a great stretch in your shoulder blades, in the middle of your back. Okay, these are good ways, again, to keep you fluid in your upper body. All right, next we are going to, we'll move you guys again. Sorry for all the movement. Next, we are going to take it into what I call over and back stretch. So find you a band. Maybe you don't have a band. Suggestion, go buy one. Simple band. Doesn't have to be nothing too crazy. It can be a $10 band. It could be a $20 band. You don't need that much resistance for this one. Obviously, if you're trying to do different exercises, you will need more resistance. But for this case, you just need something simple. So you're going to take your band. One of my favorite warm-ups whenever I do upper body. You're going to add tension by pulling it apart. When you pull it apart, that activates your shoulder blades. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, most of us at work, if you have a sit-down job, are like this. So our shoulder blades are highly stretched. right? These muscles here are getting a good stretch, but our chest and our front shoulders are super, super tight. So in order to combat that, we need to open them up. We need to strengthen them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab this band or a towel, whatever you got. Okay, you're gonna pull it apart. You're gonna bring your arms all the way back down, all the way back forward. Your objective is to not let your head go down. So you know you're super tight if you gotta go like this. So if you notice how my head has to come down before I can get my arms to go back, I want you to look straight ahead. Okay, you're gonna have good posture and keep your abs tight because we don't want to be leaning on our lower back either. Okay, so we're gonna keep our abs tight. We're gonna pull apart. We're gonna go all the way back down and then all the way back forward. Nice and controlled. We're keeping tension on the band, the towel, whatever you're using at all times. So it should never crumple up, never come into a noodle. That's what I call it. Okay, over and then back. Okay, last two. So just a little recap. We did the piriformis, good for our hips. We did the wall stretch, which is good for our shoulder blades in the middle of our back. We just did the over and back, or some apps call this the dislocates. That sounds kind of scary to me. I don't think anybody wants to dislocate a shoulder, so I don't call them that. Next one, we're going to do a four-way neck stretch. Okay, like I said, most of us are tight right here in our traps. So we're going to start off with a side. So you're going to bring your chin to your chest. Okay, you're going to take your ear to one of your shoulders. So if that's left to left or right to right, whatever you want to start with. So chin to chest, ear to a shoulder, you want to stay looking down. Don't try to look up, look down. Okay, you're going to grab the side of your head with your chin tucked, and you're going to slightly pull. You can take your free hand. So this is my tight shoulder, just going to be transparent. So I always go like this first. I'm going to put it behind my back, reaching up as far as I can. And I'm going to just slightly pull on it. So what this does is just furthers the stretch when you got this arm going back, because the stretch goes all the way down your neck, all the way into your shoulder. Okay, so if I'm going to my left side, right shoulder goes back. Okay, slight pull. And then when I switch, I'm gonna bring my left shoulder back, head down, ear to a shoulder, and then pull. Okay, so that's two. So left, right, and then now we need to go middle. So you interlock your fingers, put them on top. I don't want to be breathing too loud into the mic, but you're going to just push your head down. Again, when you're doing your neck though, be very gentle because you don't want to strain a muscle. So just straight down to the middle. And then I guess you guys can probably assume that the next one is going backwards. So what you're going to do is you're going to look straight back. You take your fingers underneath your chin, and you're just going to kind of press. Okay, so again, each stretch, you got bare minimum time. This is to be done at work. 20 seconds, 15 seconds, however long you got. Obviously, each stretch should be at least 45 seconds. I would recommend starting there, but hey, you don't got the time. It's just something simple. Last one, we're gonna do the world's greatest stretch, is what it's called. I'm gonna move you guys sideways so you can see me again. I guess I should have just done the wall stretch into this one, but it's all good. Okay, so the world's greatest stretch. What you are going to do is you're going to come onto your desk or whatever you got. Okay, you're going to bring one leg forward and you're going to lunge into it. Okay, so right now I'm lunging into it. I'm pushing weight into this front leg. I'm going to keep the opposite hand flat on this bench, in this case, or on your desk or on your chair, whatever you got. Okay, so left leg, right arm, keep this hand down, and I'm going to twist up. Now I want you to follow your hand. So when your hand goes up, you're going to look up. So you're not looking like this. Okay, you're going to follow your hand. You're going to open up your chest as wide as you can. Then you're going to take this hand. And you're going to reach through your armpit. Okay, my best suggestion is to hold each one for like 3 seconds. So like 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Come back through. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, so forth. Okay, so we're getting a nice stretch in our lats here, getting a nice stretch in our hips. It's the world's greatest stretch is what it's called. I sometimes call them Spider-Man rotations, but whatever you like. So I hope this helps. This is Tomaso Ramirez from Positive Gains Training. This was Flex Friday. Okay, just a little recap one more time. We did our piriformis when we're sitting, so our hips. Okay, we did our wall stretch to get the middle of our back, to get our shoulder blades. We did our over and back or band dislocates. Again, if you don't have a band where you work at, maybe you can find a towel or just go invest into a band. Okay, we did our 4-way neck stretches. Okay, left to right, forward and back, and then we just ended with the world's greatest stretch. If this was helpful, guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this. If you want, just let me know what you want to see because I want to provide valuable content to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your Friday and God bless.